All right, let's get started. Hi everyone. Today I want to do this verse from Romans 12. It's verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. I was reading this, and I always, when I look at this verse, I usually focus on the transformed, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And I know that happens when we're in the Word. Our thinking is changed when we look at the Word of God and focus on what He has to say. When we agree with what He says, then our mind is renewed. That's what that means, to think the way He thinks. But this morning when I was reading it, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. The word prove is an interesting word. It's like the word proof. It can be evidence. So when you prove something, you provide evidence. Because one other translation I was reading said testing. What is that good and acceptable? It's testing by use. Anyways, I thought that was interesting. We prove. We may prove. So it's not a guarantee. But when we do this, transformed by the renewing of our mind, in other words, not conform to this world. So our thinking is to be changed to the Word of God. So yeah, that's the verse I want to do today. And I thought it would be nice to make an envelope to house our verse. And so I'm going to try making a very large envelope that's going to be big enough for our page. So I have this big piece of paper. It's almost 12 by 12. I'm going to try going this direction. So that will... And then the back side of the page will be... Alright, so that should work. So because I want it to be this size, I'm going to use this as a template for it. So, and yes, cheap paper, because I don't want to crack my expensive stuff. Ridiculous. Hopefully I can get it the right size. So I'm just gonna, that's not even, you just have to angle it right. I shouldn't have folded it quite yet. They're just folds, right? Okay, so then this side goes up. And because of my paper wasn't completely square, it's going to be off center here. I might do this slightly, maybe I can angle it. This top part will be fine. It's kind of crooked at the bottom here. If I was good at angles, I think I've got about an inch over here, so maybe it doesn't need that much. A little bit more. Getting there. A little closer than what was. All right, let's see what happened. Okay, then it doesn't matter. All right. So this will be the bottom then. I'm going to fold this in some. A little bit more. Yeah, it would have helped if I had a perfectly square piece of paper. I'm just trying to think if I want to take out these. And I believe the answer is yes. So I'm going to just grab my scissors. Just take out the part where they overlap so that it's not so bulky. Without ripping it. That's the idea. One more piece. Okay, then we can seal it. Yeah, we want the flaps on the inside. And I can see I've got quite a bit there, so what I'm going to do is grab my two-sided tape. Looks like I need to learn how to use scissors again. Alright, something like that maybe. And you know what? If I inked it, that would stand out a bit more. You were probably wondering how long it was going to take for me to reach for my ink, weren't you? It's never very far away from me, so it's always ready to go. Just do the sides a bit too, so they get a little definition. I don't think I'll do that part on the inside here. I think I'll just leave that. Alright, so this should be roughly the size of our page. Hey, it's a little bit bigger. That's okay. Nice to know I had a little extra room. Okay, so 12 by 12 will definitely do it. And I'll need some holes. That's right, I need some holes. And I think I'll line it up a little closer to the middle so this envelope won't stick out too terribly much. And then at the same time it'll add a little strength over here. So just about the middle. The envelope flap will not, or should not be in the way because we've got just the two holes. So then I'm going to get my verse and try it on. Oh yeah, that's way big. We could even put it in this. Well, maybe not. But it definitely fits this way. And we wouldn't have to put it in all the way to the bottom either. Okay. Now, how do we want to decorate? And two, I could brown this a little. If we wanted perfect, we would go to the store, right? And you know, by the size of this, you could put a lot more in than just one verse. I'm kind of liking that about this project. You know, every time we make a pocket or an envelope or something that holds things, there's room in there for more. Okay. What was I saying? Learn by going, learn by doing. Here, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. We learn that by doing. So there. I feel like I just got my Bible lesson for today. Okay, so yeah, I think that's gonna look nice. I think that's gonna fit great. It even fits between. Oh, this is on a 4x6 card, by the way. I printed it out for myself. And to match the envelope, I guess we could just give it a little definition as well. Now, when I see the word transform, I always think of butterflies. And, ta-da, I happen to have one. I was thinking of putting it inside, but it's a 3D butterfly. I actually made this. I cut out a solid butterfly, and then I cut out a butterfly with little holes, like a design in there. I don't know what you call that. But and then I glued the top part onto the bottom. And so that's a 3D butterfly. How cool is that? Anyways, I was going to put that on my verse, but it will undoubtedly catch. Yeah, okay, that wasn't even attached yet, but you can see what I'm saying. Oh my goodness, it's probably just too early in the morning today, even though I've been up earlier. Okay, so maybe a different butterfly. Or it could be something totally different than a butterfly. My envelope might not be the greatest inspiration for decorating either, so I don't know. I kind of feel like I just maybe want to leave this one plainish. If I think of something grand to do later, I will. But in the meantime, I'll just put it into our journal. Oh yes, do we want a closure? Or do we just want to tuck it in? Either way, tucking it in works. A glue dot would work. Some Velcro would work. Velcro dots, gotcha. I have these teeny tiny little Velcro dots. I think they are three-eighths of an inch, not quite half an inch. I didn't even know how to use them. I'll put that scratchy side there. On the soft side there, and then close it up. And there we go. Open, closed, open, closed. Okay, you get the idea. All right, well, thanks for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed our little Bible lesson as much as I did. And we'll see you again next time. Thanks for now.